You're going to be the best you can possibly be, and that's all there is to it. So what makes a player or singer the best? Imitation, flashy technique? No. You've got to be better than that. You've got to get to the heart of your creativity, your own special voice, your own unique style, however you choose to express it. If you have the desire, the commitment, and the determination, the energy-charged environment of Musicians Institute will do it. MI offers an opportunity to surround yourself completely with music, to live, sleep, eat, and breathe music. This is an opportunity to get to the heart of your creativity, to take the time to do what you love best. It's an opportunity to dive into yourself and explore the music inside. An opportunity for an experience unlike any other. MI is located right in the heart of the music business, Hollywood, California. MI is actually 6 schools under one roof, all working together to form bands, create great music, and even record it. GIT, BIT, PIT, BIT, KIT, and RIT. All of our schools take a hands-on approach to teaching. You won't find any signs at MI that say "do not touch." As a KIT student, you have access to a powerful high-tech synth lab. Driven by a Mac II computer armed with several different types of sequencing software, the lab uses MIDI interface to tie together a number of old and new synthesizers and several sampling units. The lab is also set up much like a project studio, so you'll be able to make professional quality recordings of your music for demos or just for fun. And to top it all off, the synth lab can be tied into our full-size studio for even more serious recording.
As a bass student, I not only learned my instrument and my need for my own instrument, my own school, I'm able to go in other areas of the school, whether it's guitar, synth, video productions, whatever it may be. I have the opportunity to get involved, get my hands wet, and check out other areas of the school.
We get to have a hands-on and learning experience with all the new equipment that is out, and we get to learn things that will help us to adapt the knowledge that we are getting now to what we might need to use it for in the future.
MI knows that teaching music in the 90s means more than just classroom instruction. Some of MI's classrooms are actually full-blown concert stages. Here on these stages is where you can see what our school is all about, performing, the true hands-on of music itself. MI is a unique opportunity to meet and play with musicians from all over the world. Musicians from different cultures with different influences and different viewpoints. You'll find that you learn an amazing amount from your fellow students.
The thing with MI is that you get to work with people from different countries all over the world, and you get to know music from countries that you've never been to, and you give and take a lot with music and different attitudes, and it's good that you get to know music from all over the world.
And because we have students from around the globe, MI knows that we must teach the musics of the world. Whatever the style is, you'll hear it at MI. You can't learn music from just anybody. MI knows that. That's why we have some of the finest players in the industry on our teaching staff. MI instructors come from varied backgrounds, but they all have one thing in common. They're active working professionals. They bring you the experience of many years of working in almost every conceivable musical situation, providing you with first-hand, up-to-date information fresh from the gig. Information you can use now.
You got one little tenderly, yeah. You know what I'm talking about now, Steve. Yeah, don't wanna lose her. You got to love her. Richie García, el pulpo.
Ela me mandou dizer que já chegou para lutar. Vire mal me confirmou, mas tristeza, camarada.
Shake my face. Turn from my wicked ways. I want you there.
Instructors in MI are very different from normal teachers in universities or schools. The teachers in the schools are giving you information from books, from a certain curriculum that has been written years back, you know. But the instructors in MI are very different because they are all practicing musicians. They're all working in studios, accompanying top-class singers or musicians or whatever. They are playing regularly in clubs, concerts, shows, and we are getting direct information from them. You know, I think this is incredible. This is first-hand knowledge, first-hand information, and that's what we need to get into the business, to know something about the music business.
They really care about us and they really want us to work with music, and they give us all the help they can from what they know and what they're working with all the time. And everything is always fresh. They know how it is right now, not how it was a long time ago.
At MI, you're not always sharing your teacher with other students. Sometimes it's just you and your teacher, one-on-one. MI realizes that one of the best ways to learn music is by watching the professionals do it. That's why we have well-known guest artists drop by throughout the year to do clinics and concerts.
And I was on the road when I wrote this one. I just came off a bus and I smelled like diesel, and it was, you know, just one of those kind of moments I was waking up and this came out. How we run to the midnight sun, wheels go round, you're on my mind.
really a marvelous thing to be able to do what you love. And if you do it because you love it, it'll never let you down. Because it in itself is the reward. What do I know? We call them strong, those who can face this world alone, who seem to get by on their own, those who will never take the fall. We call them weak, who are unable to resist the slightest chance love might exist, and for that forsaken God, they're so hell-bent on giving and walking a wire, convinced it's not living if you stand outside the fire. Standing outside the fire, standing outside the fire. Life is not tried, it is merely survived if you're standing outside the fire.
You know, like you hear tunes like MASH, right? You've heard it for years. Guess who did it? And how about this? Van Halen didn't do it honest, it was me.
MI brings in a lot of name artists, and not only do they do concerts, which you can see anywhere, but they give clinics, and that's one of the special things about being here, letting them know about, once again, things that they do in the business, how they got their starts. And it's not just reading it in a book or hearing about it, you're getting it one-on-one, face-to-face with people who are actually doing what we want to be doing, which is making music, and making a living at it.
Private instruction is at the foundation of MI's curriculum. This is where you work with a teacher who can help you focus in on your personal skills and goals. It's this one-on-one personal attention that really steps up your progress. It's not unusual for you to get the chance to sit in on a small group workshop with a hot player, like this workshop with Terry Bozzio.
Some drum clinics I do in stores, you know, you've got the cash register going and the phones are ringing and all kinds of things like that. You know, so yeah, it's more serious, it's more concentrated, and I'm able to present each one of these things in a proper way. You know, you have a facility downstairs that's a proper theater that I can set up and sound good in and look good and preserve the magic of performance, you know. So it's nice to be able to do that in a proper setting, like downstairs in your theater. It's nice to be able to sit here without any interruptions and just talk about the technique, demonstrate what needs to be done, and not have to worry about performing at the same time. So, you know, all these things are you know, I like to focus on one thing at a time and do it in an extreme ways. I think your program here is really good. You know, it exposes them to a lot of the things they need to learn if they want to make a living in commercial music. Some of us are lucky because we may have gotten a good break, you know, like say, maybe like Ringo Starr or Charlie Watts don't know how to read music or aren't that technical of drummers, but they just happen to get with the right band and make millions of dollars. Most of us aren't that lucky. You know, it's like a big crapshoot, and the odds are like winning the lottery. So we have to practice. This is a good place to come and learn how to practice.
Drummers, we don't expect you to go find a garage to practice in. We have over 50 private drum labs where all you need to bring is your cymbals, a bass drum pedal, and some sticks. KIT students don't even think we'd make you lug around a keyboard everywhere you go. We have performance keyboards available on every stage in the building. Even your classroom is outfitted with keyboard workstations instead of desks. Vocalists have access to individual vocal labs where you can work on your vocal techniques. Each lab is set up with a keyboard and singing machine. All you need is your own microphone to make good use of your private practice time. GIT and BIT students can find any one of several private labs that come already equipped with amplifiers. We also don't expect you to go searching down the street for a music store. We have our own player supply store with everything you could possibly need right here in our building. And when it comes to getting a gig in the real world, MI lends a helping hand with its musicians referral service. Musicians from all over the country call our musicians referral service in search of top-notch players to do sessions, tours, and even join big-name groups.
The referral service has been great because it's almost like a want ads for musicians. They have the board, the bulletin board in which they list the different jobs that are coming up. They tell you if they're paying gigs or not, or if they're just original projects. And they're always willing to work with you. It's helped me out a lot. It's helped me out a great deal. Get different jobs that I wouldn't have gotten anywhere else.
Learning from videotapes has become a way of life for musicians. So naturally, we've worked video instruction into our way of teaching. In MI's Multimedia Center, you can watch videotapes of concerts, seminars, and clinics recorded right here at MI. Not only can you learn from watching other people perform, you can also learn by watching yourself. Using 3 cameras, full stage lighting, and stereo sound mixed in our studio, MI's production team videotapes you performing in a live concert situation. Here's the opportunity to work and perform with the same kind of production values normally available only to major artists.
This is not your typical kind of classroom, you know, you'd expect in a normal school, fluorescent lights and tables and pens and erasers and stuff. This is our kind of classroom. It's a 500-seat auditorium. Bands practice all week, every week, to get to come play here. And what you have here is something very similar to what you would have in real life when you play, you know, big concerts and so on and so forth.
This is like you watch MTV and things like that and you say, wow, I wish I was there and I wish I was doing things like that. You're free to do it. You just get on stage, you got the best lighting you can find, you got those cameras that are working, you know, screens on the side. You look like a star for that moment. Surely you'll be a star being in MI, but it needs your hard work and your motivation to do it. But like you're there. You just have to do it. MI is giving you everything. You got to use it. Take it and use it.
Watching your performances on videotape will allow you to zero in on the areas you need to work on to strengthen your image and boost your stage presence. Before you perform on MI's main stage, you'll have the opportunity to work on your material in live playing workshops. In these LPWs, you'll work on different musical styles, showmanship, stage presentation, microphone technique, interaction with the audience, conquering stage fright, in short, everything you'll need to take command of the stage. To learn what it takes to get your band from merely working to in demand, MI offers a wide variety of high-energy performance opportunities. Settings range from intimate to state-of-the-art performance facilities and a state-of-the-art recording facility. The studio complex is hooked up to several of our performance rooms, which allows almost any performance, concert, or seminar to be recorded in the 24-track digital format. RIT, MI's most recent addition to the family and one of the most advanced training facilities in the country, is designed to offer you hands-on time on the same equipment used in real-world recording studios. Our new state-of-the-art studio has been built around an SSL 4000 G Plus series console, the latest and greatest in outboard effects, Sony's newest digital 24-track recorder, and the most powerful digital editing software available today. Needless to say, after completing this program, you'll already have that crucial experience that makes it possible to break into the challenging world of audio engineering. Something else to keep in mind is that MI is a building full of musicians just dying to get into the studio for a chance to record, and you're the engineer.
I've been here for 4 weeks now, but this is 4th week, and in theory, I would be able to track a band now. I would basically be able to record a band on this board, and this is top of the line stuff, and that is basically the most. I can go home to my country, and the top of the line studio we have there has exactly this board, so I can basically go in the best studio we have back in Sweden and record a band there now after 4 weeks. And that's a pretty nice thought.
In keeping with the learning advances of the 90s, computers and CD-ROM programs have found their way into MI's education process. With this in mind, MI's computer department is creating exclusive software and CD-ROM programs aimed at meeting the needs of today's demanding musicians. Because we realize not everyone can just drop everything they're doing and come to school for an entire year, MI has designed several different programs to meet your individual needs. Prelude is a perfect beginning to a career in music. Prelude will introduce you to the necessary performance skills utilized by all working professionals. More importantly, you'll begin to develop the ability to express those creative ideas which are uniquely yours. Prelude is specially designed to prepare a less advanced student for entry into MI's certificate and degree programs. MI's innovative certificate programs are the foundation for all of our courses. We started these classic hands-on style courses in 1976, and they continue to attract talented musicians from around the world. The certificate programs could be described as all music, all the time. The complete MI certificate track has 3 steps. It begins with the Journeyman Certificate Program, then continues on with the Professional Certificate Program. The final step is the Certificate in Commercial Music. Most students will want to take all 3 programs to lay down the groundwork for a successful career in music. Let's assume that you're already a good musician, but perhaps your playing has reached a plateau, and books, tapes, and private lessons are not getting you where you want to be as quickly as you want to get there. Our Encore program provides the opportunity for you to reach your musical goals rapidly by focusing on exactly what you need, when you need it, and when it suits your schedule. The Encore concept revolves around the creation of a unique one-on-one relationship between instructor and student, designed to enable you to achieve your own musical goals. There's no time limit or set curriculum, only learning in its purest form, the master and the student, both working to achieve a common goal. It makes perfect sense that the school dedicated to hands-on performance-oriented music training would design degree programs for players and singers who want a formal music education, but also want to make sure that they have the skills to meet the challenges of today's music business. Enter MI's new degree programs. The Associate of Arts and the Bachelor of Music degrees are in the tradition of the same high-quality, high-energy education that MI is known for, but now you can also experience that deep sense of accomplishment that a degree in music brings to your career. This is a big step for many of you, moving to Hollywood, starting a whole new adventure, maybe even being away from home for the first time. Concerns and questions do come up. MI understands this, and we care about you. That's why we created our Student Services Department, a team of people committed to serving you from the day you arrive, helping you find a roommate and a place to live, helping with financial aid, or just being there for you when you need someone to talk to. You're part of our family now, and we're dedicated to taking care of you. After watching this video, take a moment to do a little soul searching, to find out what your personal goals and aspirations happen to be at this point in your life. Once you've determined these things, MI's counselors can place you in the program that best suits your needs. Don't be concerned as to whether you're not good enough, just good enough, or too good. MI is an environment created by musicians for musicians. We know what it takes to get you where you want to be, no matter what your level, style, schedule, or goal. As long as you have a burning desire and a commitment to be the best you can be, you've found a home here.
So now that you know what MI is all about, we invite you to join our family of extraordinary people. You'll soon find out that there is nothing quite like the MI experience.
The person who told me about MI said, you must go to MI. Do anything. That is one of the best schools in the world, to my opinion. And I wasn't really keen on coming because it's so far away and, leaving friends and family and all that. But then I just took a chance. And believe me, I got much more than I expected.
From the word go, MI is absolutely everything I could possibly have wished for, but much, much, much more. It just